Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Reverend Dr. Anthusa Helena, owner and developer of Sollite for healing and conscious awakening. For more detailed information, log on to www.sollite.com. That's SOLLITE.com. And while you're there, feel free to upload your complimentary gift, a one-page PDF meditation. It's very helpful for relieving stress and raising your frequency and vibration and consciousness. Now today, this is an overview briefly of integrative medicine. As I said, Sollite is for healing and conscious awakening, particularly integrative medicine. This is actually a preview overview that will help you in the next video, specifically geared towards the practitioner training program. The general importance of integrative medicine. Let me pull up that slide for you. So you can follow me. All people have innate healing powers. Our body has inner wisdom to heal itself properly, and also that inner wisdom to guide us through our lives and give us direction and right purpose. In integrative medicine, the patient is a person, not an illness or a disease. It's a different way of looking at that person as opposed to Western medicine that looks deeply at the symptoms of the disease and often overlooks what else is going on in the whole person. Healing is a cooperative effort involving the patient and their healthcare practitioner, which addresses all aspects of a person's life using a variety of practices. I always tell my clients and patients, and also the trainees of my programs, that this is a cooperative effort. So it's important to listen to what's going on with the person and allow your own projections and beliefs and ideas to fall away. Because in listening, that's the key of finding out what the person really needs from their own inner wisdom. Conscious consumers seek out natural and alternative solutions for their health. This has been a widely used practice since the internet has come into existence, where all our information is so available to us all. Sollite Integrative Medicine, as I said, is for healing and conscious awakening. Conscious awakening meaning mindfulness and awareness utilized with your consciousness. Integrative medicine integrates all parts of our being, our physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual parts and aspects of our wholeness. And wellness. What is wellness? These areas that I highlighted will be looked at as we progress into our session today. Let's start with what is healing? Healing is ultimately being whole. It is returning to our true essence, the truth of who we really are. A human having a human experience that actually is a divine spiritual being. Next, as I said, remembering the truth of who you are. The more that you remember and align with your divinity, the more you can get accurate guidance and wisdom on your own self-healing. How do we do that? We need to remove the veils of illusions, our changing core beliefs, release conditioned thoughts, habits, and behaviors. These are what I mean by veils of illusions. We come in so pure and perfect in our divine essence when we are born. But gradually, as we grow and experience life, we gain other people's perspectives, belief systems. We alter our true beliefs with conditioned thoughts and habits, learned behaviors that we get from our authority figures, our parents, our environment, our culture. Awareness is curative and acts as a healing agent. That's where we start to bring in the awareness and utilizing our consciousness. Mindfulness-based stress reduction. We learn and explore more of that through the practitioner training program. Mindfulness depends on being aware. Awareness is a state of mind, and it requires training and cultivation to go back to our true state of being. We can create new neural pathways through rewiring the brain and positive psychology, known more as neuroplasticity. So moving on to integrative medicine. As I said, we need to look inside ourselves, for all our true answers are within. So the beliefs of integrative medicine generally are an internal self-healing process exists within each person. We know that as the theory of cranial sacral therapy, that we all have an inner physician within us. People are responsible for making their own decisions in healthcare. Nature, time, and patience all are great healers. Therapies are usually found from the inside out. Integrative medicine brings all these three approaches together. Conventional medicine, which of course you know is our mainstream Western medicine. Complementary medicine, which is when you combine alternative along with your Western medical treatment. And alternative are the means that are totally not what we do in Western medicine. There usually are new therapies that really are our ancient, long time ago therapies that we used before the advent of antibiotics and prescription drugs, where we then solely depended on Western medicine. Now, we bring all these three approaches together to highlight during the practitioner training program so that you know when to use which and when you can combine the complementary with the alternative and conventional. Because in some cases, it's not in your highest and best interest when going through some sort of Western medical treatment to actually combine an alternative method. Integrative medicine seeks to restore and maintain health and wellness across a person's lifespan. It reaffirms the relationship between practitioner and patient. It focuses on the whole person, not the symptoms and the segments of particular parts. It is informed by evidence and research. It makes use of all appropriate therapeutic and lifestyle approaches to achieve optimal health and healing, which leads us to continued wellness. So moving on to the next segment of what actually is wellness. So here are the integrative wellness points of view. Individuals are in harmony and balance with their internal and external worlds. Spirituality is an essential part of this holistic treatment and point of view of wellness. Wellness is achieved and maintained by individuals through the process of self-care. Wellness is a conscious, self-directed, and evolving process of achieving full potential, both in your health and your purpose in life. To live a well-balanced, healthy life and be who you truly were meant to be in your full brilliance and potential. The 6 dimensions of wellness. Emotional. These are your feelings and coping skills that you can actually deal with your daily life, which always brings us stress. And stress is known to be one of the most potent areas that create an imbalance or an illness in our lives. So we learn how to have stress resilience. Our physical aspect, maintaining a healthy body, all the areas in which you learn and know how to maintain your health on a physical level. Intellectual, to have the knowledge and understanding and wisdom. And that comes also with that guidance, that intuitive gut sense that we all have We have that inner knowing, and it lies in our heart. Often there's a conflict between our mental, intellectual mind and what we've learned with the heart. And the heart has the answers and the inner knowing. So connecting them both is quite important to achieve what it is you're working to achieve in your health and well-being on all levels. Social. We are, as human beings, social animals. To isolate ourselves is not the healthiest thing to do. So we need to know and understand our social roles in life, to have support from others, our community, our family, our loved ones, and to have healthy relationships. Spiritual. Spiritual, again, is the utmost importance. Most areas of life do not look at the spiritual part of our being. It is becoming more common now that is not totally ignored, but it's not generally what's focused on in conventional medicine. And you live a much healthier and happy life when you're aligned with your spiritual nature, remembering who you truly are and living the exact destiny and life purpose you were meant to be here for and to express, and gives you meaning in your life. Occupational. Are some of you always working and forget to make time to play, to socialize, and have some fun? You need to balance your work with your leisure time. And also, when you're living the calling in your life and finding your right fit and purpose, you might have heard the adage that when you are actually in flow with living your life purpose, you don't need a vacation because you're happy and you don't need leisure time. So I think you're understanding what I'm trying to express and convey in this sixth point of balancing your occupation and leisure time. We all need breaks to just either be with our higher selves in prayer and contemplation, in nature, enjoying what life really is and means, but also what we enjoy doing, what brings fun into our lives. And that comes in a variety of ways for so many different people. So this actually concludes the brief overview of Sollite Integrative Medicine. Remembering that this was a prelude for explaining more about the 6-month practitioner training program, which is actually open to all people, but it is geared to professionals. And it covers all areas that I talked about holistically: the physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual portions of our lives. It is a self journey as you learn these different techniques to discover yourself, but also to remind you that I am trained by all medical physicians in these particular areas. They're well-known, world-renowned people in their fields, doctors that have trained me and certified me to be able to train others in these particular modalities. So please look forward and keep an eye out for the next video on practitioner training program, which I'm planning to do in a couple weeks. And that will delve into more of what this overview was about. If you want to look at some other videos I've done in particular to what else I offer on Sollite, private counseling sessions, and other shorter training programs, as well as the longer practitioner training program, log on to YouTube, Sollite and Thusa Helena, and there's short videos on all of those, as well as my Facebook business page, which is Sollite and Thusa Helena as well. So I wish you all the very best of health and wellness and happiness. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining me.